in the Masiyat Yesharim, how a person has to remember that we're all here to prepare for Olam Haba. In this world is the world to work. It's not the world to enjoy necessarily, rather to do work on doing mitzvot, putting an effort to perfect ourselves, and then finally going to Olam Haba, enjoying it there. Like we mentioned, the one who works on Erev Shabbat, he will eat on Shabbat. But now, the Masiyat Yesharim explains how this world cannot be the place to enjoy. It cannot be the place where a person is looking for just to have pleasure and to have the best enjoyment and the best life he can. It's the world for to work. And he says, logically, it makes sense to say that this world is not the place to have pleasure. Rather, Olam Haba is the place to have pleasure. He writes that, can you imagine if Hashem made it that a person was supposed to enjoy in this world, you would think that Hashem really messed up, Hashem really made a mistake. If this world was meant to enjoy, so then why would so many people suffer in this world? We see how many people are not genuinely happy, how a person, he doesn't live such a long life, and it's full of sicknesses, pains, problems. Not to have a fully happy person that has no issues, no suffering in this world is very difficult to find. There's people who are, poor, who are having difficulty paying off debt. Even the people who are wealthy are worried about how to make more money or how to maintain their standard of living. People are jealous about each other. People are having mahloket, arguments with other people. People are always nervous about the future, or they're starting to get old and they're not producing as they used to. They wish to be on the level they used to be. People are always second guessing themselves. They're always upset at what people say. There's always something happening. There's always something going on that could take away from our happiness. So therefore, it doesn't make sense, says the Masiyat Yesharim, that this world is meant for to enjoy. It's so difficult to maintain happiness all the time. So it must be that the world for pleasure and the world or the place where we're supposed to truly enjoy is the Olam Haba, is not this world. So therefore, a person has to remember that if Hashem made it that our happiness is always fluctuating, they're always overcoming more and more challenges, we're always working on ourselves and working on making our life better, it's for a reason. It's because this world is for to work. And he says, furthermore, we also have a neshama. We know that our bodies have neshamot, and neshama doesn't really enjoy from physical things. If our neshama, which is really who we are, our body is just a physical vehicle for our neshama. So therefore, why would Hashem put our neshama in this world, in the physical world, if this world was meant to enjoy? It doesn't really make the neshama enjoy. The famous parable is the villager who met the princess. He met the princess and he wants to impress her. He tells her, "Come, I'll take you to a nice restaurant. Let's go on a date." And he goes to show her the local village restaurant. She says, "This is a restaurant. This is something special. You know what restaurants I've been in? I've been across the world. This is nothing special." And then he takes her to, "I'll take you to show you a nice view. And then there's a nice hill. You can see the whole village." He says, the princess says to him, "This is a nice view. Well, you know what skylines I saw. You know what peaks of which great mountains I've been in. This is nothing special." And so like this, he tries to impress her with everything he knows, and it's never enough for her because she's seen much, much greater things. So therefore, our neshama is like the princess. Our neshama is spiritual. Our neshama knows what it was like to be in Shamayim, to be in the holy presence of Hashem, to know what it means to have a spiritual pleasure, and we're trying to feed it physicality, we're trying to feed it pleasure from this world, from this physical world. It's never going to make it happy. It's never going to fill its cup. It's never going to be 100% filling. So therefore, there's two logics he gives for why a person has to remember that this world can't be the world for to enjoy. It must be for Olam Haba. Rather, what is this world for? This world for is to prepare ourselves, to teach ourselves to enjoy spiritual enjoyment, to teach ourselves what it means to be holy, to teach ourselves what it means to be dedicated towards Hashem and enjoying Hashem's presence. That way, when we go to Olam Haba, we'll fully be able to enjoy it. We'll really be able to come to the world for enjoyment and really enjoy it. But here, we have to enjoy the process. We have to enjoy the ability to work on ourselves and to realize that we're in another moment in this world. Pirkei Avot says it can be even worth more than entire life, an entire time we spend on Olam Haba. Because as long as you're in this world, you can do more mitzvot and work on yourself. But when you go to Olam Haba, you are what you are. You cannot change. Even Bil'am, he knew that Torah was real. He knew Hashem was real. He knew that was the Emet. And when the Onkelos woke him up and spoke to him from the dead, and brought him from Olam Haba, He asked him, should I join the Jewish people? Bilam said no. Bilam said no, even though he knew it was true. He knew the Jewish people were the chosen people. But since he died at Rasha, and it didn't work on himself, so therefore, even Olam Haba, he couldn't change. He is stuck with who he is. Therefore, a person has to make sure that he utilizes his time in this world, not just for enjoyment, rather for to work on himself, be ready for Olam Haba.